What's up, JD aliens? Welcome back. Hey, I really don't do a whole lot of top 5, top 10 type of videos, man. I don't know why I don't really get into that, but hey, it appears y'all like them, so here we go. Instead of a top 5 or top 10, I decided to do a top 6 of the quarter because these headphones I'm looking at right now, it is the first quarter of the year. It's just about over, if it's not over already. I think we're on the cusp of it. And let me make sure. Some of these didn't even come out in 2020. But in my opinion, they are the top 6 sets of true wireless earbuds I can recommend right now. And this was tough, man. This was tough. At first, I was going to do a top 5 video because top 5 just sounds cool. But then I got to number 5 and I was like, damn, well, what about these? Well, what about these? Then I was going to do a top 10 video and I'm looking at the headphones right now or the earbuds and I'm like, there's not even like, I can't even narrow it down to 10. So what I decided to do was narrow it down to the top 3 or 3, the top 3 sets of true wireless earbuds, $100 and over. And then the top 3 true wireless earbuds, less than $100.
Let's do it.
Let's go with under $100 first. Let's start with the MPower M30. Now this is going to be my 3rd video where the MPower M30 have shown up. First of all, it was the initial video. Then it was the video I did yesterday showcasing all 3 of the MPower headsets I've done this year. And now this set of earbuds ends up in my top 3 for true wireless earbuds under $100. So I think these are actually about $40 to $45. So these are actually under 50, but they're fantastic, man. Let's just open them up. That way you can get a brief look at them and I'll tell you why I like them. Now in my last video that was similar to this where I compared a bunch of earbuds, there's some ass clowns that showed up that, you know, wanted to hit me on not talking about sound in a earbud video. The reason for that is it's the freaking top 6, okay? So naturally, one would assume that all of these sound amazing, okay? If I'm gonna sit here and declare that this is the top 3 of this category, this is the top 3 of that category, naturally one would think they all sound amazing. So to compare sound is kind of a moot point because sound is subjective, okay? Oh man, some of you guys. Okay, let's get back to the MPower. Now, we're gonna talk about like features or lack thereof, and then we're going to talk about some aesthetics and things like that. Everything probably but sound, but I will tell you, man, all these sound fantastic. Go to the original videos of these products to see how I feel about the sound, because you know I probably say something a little bit different about each and every one of them. So here are the MPower M30s. They look a lot like the Galaxy Buds, which I keep telling y'all about, and they're just I like them a lot for several reasons. One is the price tag, man. It's really, really difficult to get a fantastic set of earbuds that are this great for less than, I don't know, maybe $80, man, to be honest with you. I mean, I hate for MPower to raise the price on these, but they could, and they would still be worth it. So the case is very similar to the Galaxy Buds Plus or Galaxy Buds case. Nice, small, and compact. You get a, what are we talking about? I think, okay, it's a 20-hour battery life total, and then you get 5 hours with one charge. They don't do anything special, man. It's just music. They give you full controls, which is on this touchpad. They give you full audio controls, full track controls, play and pause, and you can contact your virtual assistant. Nothing but the basics here, and I really like the way it's done because it just works flawlessly. I have tested these. I actually listened to these for a full day and a half. I stepped away from my traditional stuff that I use every day, and I used these for a full day and a half, and I had a good time with them. The sound is great, and the functionality is what really impresses me with these. It's just like they just did the basics very well with these. I've said that a bunch of times before, and I'm gonna keep saying it because that is very impressive, especially from a budget brand of products that releases a ton of products. They did the basics very, very well. And you can hot swap them. Now, when we talk about hot swapping, usually people are going to want to keep one in their ear for a long time and make some phone calls or something. I will tell you that these are not the best for phone calls. If you're wanting to get some earbuds for phone calls, you might want to miss these because they're not that great. They're okay. But for music listening, yes, you can hot swap left to right and always have some jams in your ear, and they're just gonna work. That's, I can't stress enough, man. They just freaking work, and that's just awesome, man. So let me just put these back in the box. This is the MPower M30, and these are on my top 3 for the true wireless earbuds under $100. I'm not reviewing these in any specific order. Okay, so these are not the worst of the 3, the middle of the 3, or the best of the 3. It's not a comparison video like that. This is the top 3, so you can't go wrong with any of these. Next up, we got the TaoTronics Sound Liberty 79. Now, these were actually released this year, I believe, but I think I put my original video up sometime last year, and they just weren't released yet. But here they are, man. This is not the first video they popped up in as far as like a, you know, comparison with top earbuds. These are just awesome, man. I really like them a lot. Once again, we got a nice compact case here, USB-C charging. Actually, yes, all of these have USB-C charging, so we don't need to worry about that. As far as battery life, man, you know what? TaoTronics ain't putting nothing on this box, man. Absolutely nothing. So I don't even know what the battery life is. But I'm gonna guess, you know what, man, if you're getting less than 5 hours on some earbuds, throw them away. They're garbage. Maybe I'll figure it out during the editing process of this video. I'm guessing 6 to 8 hours on a single charge, and probably somewhere between 18 and 20 something hours, maybe 18 to 20 on with the case. But let's just open them up, man. So right here, these are probably the most stylish of the bunch when it comes to the ones under $100. They look fantastic, and I love the way they sit in the ears. Oh, you know what? Let's go back to the MPower M30s. For those of you who want to see how the M30s look in your ear, let me bring those back. So this is the M30. It is a very, very small earbud. I mean, it's the exact same size as the Galaxy Bud. It just goes into your ear, fits nice and snug. It's not gonna stretch your ear out and make you hurt after a little bit of time. So this is the M30. I forgot to show y'all that one. We put that in the box. And let's go back to the TaoTronics Sound Liberty 79. Let's put that in my ear, because this one actually gives you a little bit of, you know, a little bit of stylish flair. You see how it just kind of curves into that little divot right there, and that's where the mic sits out, which makes these excellent for phone calls. These are fantastic earbuds for phone calls. They got touchpads right here, which have full controls, and that's pretty awesome. The sound is amazing, like I've said about all of these. The sound is great, but if you are a phone call warrior, these are fantastic earbuds for phone calls, man. You're gonna make some great phone calls with these. Sound Liberty 79, man. You can't go wrong with them. So let's put these back in their case and box and move on to the FieldT 1X. Ooh, doggy. There it is. There it is. So these right here, these are one of the first sets of earbuds I showcased at the beginning of this year, and they still sound just as awesome. Oh, man. These things are nice, man. I'll be honest with you, man, there's really only one thing I don't like about them, and that is this gigantic case right here. The case is on the big side and it's blocky, so I'm not a fan of it. But other than that, the sound is amazing. For under $100, you're going to get a dedicated app, which is kind of unheard of, man. This is the only one in this category that I have up here that has an app that you can download for it. Now, some people still have trouble with that app actually finding it. I don't know, man. I'm not responsible for that. I'm not in charge of the app department. If you got it, awesome. If you can't find it, I've pity the fool. Even if you don't have the app, they sound great coming out of the box. But if you can get your hands on that app, man, you can get a little bit deeper control of these, and they sound freaking good. They do a lot of stuff too, man. They got full touch controls, volume tracks, and all that good stuff. And it helps that they are small. So if you stuff it in your ear, it only sticks out just a little bit. It's a very compact earbud. Doesn't stretch out your ear cavity. Doesn't make you feel uncomfortable after long periods of listening. Just a good set of earbuds. Phone calls are okay. I would say they are not as good as the TaoTronics, but phone calls are definitely better than the MPower too. So the phone calls are good. They're just not as good as the TaoTronics we got up here. But music, oh man, don't make me do that again, man. Don't make me go into my mode again when it comes to these right here. I mean, these are truly my faves as far as the top under 100. I mean, I said I wasn't gonna do that, but seriously, dude, these fills right here, that's what's up. So the FieldT 1X is the last of the top 3 true wireless earbuds under $100. Those are on my list. Those are JDL approved earbuds, man. They got my seal of approval. But now it's time to get up into the big dogs. If you got $100 burning a hole in your pocket, might want to take a look at these. Right here, man. If you don't mind a massive earbud sticking in your ear, you can go ahead and pick up these Sound Liberty 2 Pros. 32 hours of battery life, wireless charging on the case. I don't know what... I can say a lot about these, man. These things are awesome. Some people... You know what, man? Let me talk about some controversy over these right here. There have been some comments on my channel, in my videos about these, where commenters will say other YouTubers said that there was a hiss and, you know, these are garbage. Seriously, man. Okay, there might be a hiss. I guess it's very little, but it's not there unless you're looking for it. Look, I'm not no audiophile, okay? So if you go into some audiophiles channel looking for like extreme details that nobody else in the freaking world cares about, go for it. Whatever floats your boat. But that's not what I do here. I am on the side of the average consumer, the guy who's gonna pop these in their ear and just jam the freak out. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what these were built for, okay? I don't know what else to tell you, man. If you want to nitpick on stuff, yeah, go for it. But seriously, anybody who puts these in their ears and says they are garbage, something is wrong with your hearing, man. Something is wrong. Go get your hearing checked. I'm not even trying to be funny. And I know sound is subjective. It really is. Like, you might like one thing and I might like the other. But when it comes to overall sound, for anyone who puts these in their ears and says that they are garbage, something is wrong with you. I'm really concerned about your hearing health. It's just off. So go get it checked out. These right here, freaking bang. Okay, let's take a look at the case real quick. Gigantic case, but it's very pocketable. This is a gigantic case. I don't like putting this in my pocket. This slides in because it's got nice curves. You know I like them nice curves, man. And this one right here, it's got that wireless charging on it. And I like that smooth opening right there. Look, I just like the case. This is the only big case I've ever really liked. Then we get to these gigantic earbuds right here, and they're huge. And that's why you get that 32-hour battery life, or what is this per charge? What do you get per charge? I think you probably, 8 hours. Yeah, you get 8 hours per charge. And that's because of that big old battery they got in there. And they got, you know, some serious drivers in there too as well. They, instead of touch controls, they went ahead and went with buttons right here. So this button right here on the top, you know, between single and doubles and triple taps, I don't even think it does triple taps. I think it's just a single and a double. These make fantastic phone calls. As a matter of fact, the phone call quality on these is top notch, man. It really is top notch. As far as the 3 earbuds I have over $100 right here, they're all kind of like dead even as far as call quality. It's just all great. I don't have anything to complain about, you know, with the phone call quality on these. Fantastic. Hot swappable, so you can use the left or right one to, you know, per whatever your needs are at the time. And just, yeah, the only thing I have negative to say about these is the sheer size of them. The case, I'm okay with. The sheer size of the earbud, let me put one in my ear real quick. Okay, the sheer size of them, they do protrude from your ear, so it kind of looks like 2 Star Trek thingies sticking out of there. But because the body of it is so big, when you put it in your ear, you know, for the first 5-10 minutes, you're gonna be good. But, you know, for an extended listening session, you might have some problems. If you got small ear walls like I do, it's gonna kind of just, you know, presses up against them, it's gonna have some discomfort. So that's the only negative thing I really have to say about these earbuds is just, you know, they're so big that they might hurt after a little bit. Other than that, man, the sound is banging and they are well worth the money. Next up on the list is the LG Tone Freeze. I actually do not have these in the box because they're in rotation right now. These are headphones or earbuds that I use literally all the time. Yeah, there's nothing else in that box. Let's just put it to the side. But yeah, LG Tone Free, man, with Meridian technology inside. So these are a different type of earbud. I think I need to go over this again because a lot of people just don't understand it. These are open ear listening type of earbuds. What that means is this right here, this is not your average silicone tip. You could actually listen to these without that silicone cover on there. This is more of a sanitation kind of thing, I guess. And speaking of sanitation, there's a little bitty sensor in there which casts a infrared light, which actually helps to clean off your ear tips when you put them in the case. I mean, it doesn't mean you don't need to clean your ears anymore, and it doesn't mean these things are going to be like super squeaky clean and disease free. It just kind of helps out. How am I going to get this back on here? As far as these earbuds go, the reason why they are in rotation right now is because I really like the way they sound. For a set of earbuds that project sound into your ears, they don't do like traditional earbuds where they have that silicone tip where it seals off and you get deep bass and you can't hear really anything else on the outside. These allow you to literally wear in your ear all day. They're very light, very comfortable. They just kind of hang in there. They don't fall out of my ears. I wouldn't suggest working out with these because once you start developing sweat around your ears, it gets a little slippery and they might fall out. But for just, just casual usage throughout the day, they feel great. No discomfort or anything like that. You don't need to adjust them. And for phone calls, top notch, baby. Top notch for phone calls. They're hot swappable, meaning that you can take one ear out and one ear in, put it in there, charge it up, whatever. But some of my favorite things about these earbuds is actually one of my most unfavorite things about these earbuds, and that is the controls. So right here you got this little touchpad. It's like a little kind of depressed area where you can just kind of touch. You can give it a single tap to do a couple of things, but you can also activate your voice assistant. Now, when I say voice assistant, I'm really just talking about Google Assistant. Google Assistant is deeply integrated into these earbuds, more so than any other earbud you're probably going to find. I've never used the Pixel Buds, so I wouldn't know about those. It seems like it would be, but these right here, Google is part of these earbuds. So when you tap and hold, you can just tell Google whatever you want it to do. So, hey, Google, turn my music up. Oh crap, I just set off my Google thing. So from here on out, I'll just say Assistant. So you say, hey, you tap it and hold it. And you say, hey, Assistant, turn the volume up 30%. And it works. And it does what it's supposed to do. You can ask it to do anything to your phone and it will pretty much do it, okay? Because it's in here. But with that being said, sometimes you mess up or sometimes it doesn't hear you clearly. It doesn't happen all the time, but yes, it does happen. So once again, that's one of my favorite features because it's just flawless, but it can also be annoying sometimes when you're in a super loud environment or it just doesn't understand you or you stumble on your words, which I happen to do quite a bit. And then you're messing up with your controls. So yeah, there's that. But other than that, for music, these are fantastic. Now keep in mind, these are open ear listening, meaning that you're not gonna get super deep bass because it's not sealing off your ear. But the music sounds fantastic. And I'm pretty sure that's due to the Meridian technology in there. Phone calls, top notch. Like, as far as phone calls, these have to be probably the best for phone calls out of any of these I'm showing you today, the best for phone calls. So if you're on the phone all the time, go with the tones, go with the LG Tone Free, man. It's a no-brainer if you like phone calls. So yeah, these are in heavy rotation, man. They stay on my nightstand. So when I'm getting ready to get up and go do something throughout my day, I just grab these or the Galaxy Buds Plus. Y'all saw this coming, man. Y'all saw this coming. Galaxy Buds Plus, man. You just can't go wrong with these. Like, I don't need the box. Okay, so yeah, the case, I'm not a fan of the case because it's all slippery and shiny, whatever. But once you open that case and pull these buds out, man, here they are. The king of beer buds, in my opinion. I don't care what anybody else says out there. These are the king as far as I'm concerned, man. You get an app. Oh, by the way, LG Tone Free, they do have an app. Did I talk about the app with the Soundcore? Soundcore gives you an app too, which is great. This is one of the spectacular things about these is that you get an app too, and you can get some deep control in there too as far as sound and a little bit on the control side. But LG Tone, they give you an app, but don't download the app. It's not even worth it. but the Samsung app, man, the Samsung app is what's up. So you get pretty much everything inside of that app. You get kind of like a preset EQ that you can select, I think either 5 or 6 different EQ settings for, or presets for. You get to choose like what kind of ambient sound you want, how far that you want the ambient sound to go. You get all kinds of touch controls that are customizable. Dude, Galaxy Buds is where it's at. So, okay, I know in the beginning of the video I said I wasn't gonna pick like a top one. This is the top one, okay? But it's a no-brainer. That goes without saying, I think. Galaxy Buds are where it's at. But But that's only if you got up to 150 bucks to spend on a pair of earbuds. Like, yeah, go for the Buds, man. The Galaxy Buds Plus. This is where it's at. Hopefully you went back and saw my 2 videos about these. Before these launched, like when I saw them on the internet, I was just like throwing my wallet at the screen. Take my money, because I want it. I want it, okay? And then when I actually got them in my ears, I was like, I'm glad I gave you my money. And stop thinking about it. Just get these, man. This is where it's at. So with that being said, I've done videos on all these earbuds. Okay, let me just bring them all back. All these on the top are actually under $100, okay? And the ones on the bottom are $100 and up, okay? But nothing's over $200, so it's not gonna kill you. If you're looking for earbuds right now in the first quarter of 2020, some of these were not released in 2020, but they are still my top picks for right now. We still got a lot of year to go, man. We'll see what comes in this place, whether it's something from 2018 or 2019 or 2020. I don't know. It could end up knocking something out right now. But seriously, man, this is where it's at. I ain't no expert on this kind of stuff, but what I do know is life is too damn short not to be getting your jam on. So hurry up and get yourself a set of earbuds. I don't care if it's these or not. I really just don't care. But you probably should. Either way, I gotta get out of here and go make some more videos. But before I get out of here, make sure you throw those emoji hands up in the comment section, and I'll see y'all at the next one. Oh, so you wanted them cats that like to just run up in a place, take what you want, then leave, huh? Man, you better hit that subscribe and notification button. That way you know when I'm over here opening up new stuff. And while you're down there, you may want to consider tapping that join button and becoming a member, because membership has its perks. See, that wasn't so bad. All right, man, I appreciate you, and I'll see you at the next one.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?